first and goal. A good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Green Bay. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Second and 7. Brady. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
To Jimmy Graham. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
It's a gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Succop for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Vikings nothing.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Green to bring it back.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Packers.
Brady's pass.
DeAndre Hopkins, 69 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Ryan Suckup on.
We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you got to get together. You got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A give to Burkhead on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game here for Rex Burkhead. And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Gotta find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for the Green Bay touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
Very long attempt.
And some space here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
9-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mack Wilson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage,
Could be in for a long ball game. So after the INT, it's Allen. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Second and 10.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Allen. He's got the connection with Cole Beasley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 4.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on fourth down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, my goodness, this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If we have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up third and 3.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers.
A gain of 13.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He's tackled.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Packers 14.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard line.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, and it's 3rd and short. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
9-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. A quick toss out right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How did they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers receivers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. To throw again on second down. Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 31, Brady. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Hopkins. 31 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings nothing. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
and double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Third down and 11.
Flushed out right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? On the run, it's Burkhead. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady going deep for Hopkins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
And less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Green to bring it back. A good return up past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Brady. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He's across
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Brady. This to Graham on the short pass. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. A big play that time on the catch and run. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. Caught on the left outside, Fitzgerald. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A 2nd down run for Burkhead. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Number 34, Rex Burkhead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. This is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. From the gun, Brady. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Traquan Smith there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll run now with Burkhead. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Allen. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Vikings.
They'll go again to Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for a score.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen to throw once more. Those passes intercepted for the 4th time today. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From midfield, here's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
And a Packer first down. Today's final score, Packers.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Packers, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1.